Hi friends, I'm Prairie Vintage. My name is Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube, and I use spirits, my intuition, and the tarot to communicate energies to you guys. Most amazing, beautiful viewers. I'm so glad that you guys are here today. I'm so thankful for those of you guys returning, and for those of you guys who are new, I am ever so blessed to have you here today. Hopefully the messages resonate for you. You guys are all very safe and welcome in this space with me today. We are looking at a pick a card reading. We'll pick the three options together, and you will be sitting with the energy in whichever card is resonating most for you. And we're looking at the person on your mind and how are they honestly seeing you? Like, what do they think of you? How do they view you overall? Okay, so we'll look at their honest view, and of course their honest view is subjective, so it is just coming from their point of view. And do not take anything personally, because anyone's opinion of you does not determine anything about you. Okay, so let's take a look at this, and we'll ask Spirit for a clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of the collective viewers here in picking the three options for this pick a card reading. Spirit, clear and concise message. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message. Can we please get three cards for the viewer and their picks? First card is the Sun. Beautiful. Card 19. I will hold them up in a little bit. Card number 2, Spirits. We have the Nine of Pentacles. So we have the Sun, the Nine of Pentacles coming out. Beautiful. And for option number 3, option 3, Spirits, one more card here for the beautiful viewer. We have the Four of Wands. Wow. The energy coming through here is absolutely beautiful. I will hold them up one by one again so you guys can get a good look. So we have the Sun. We have the Nine of Pentacles. And we have the Four of Wands. So if you guys resonate with this reading, there will be an extended where we'll look at, if you resonate with this person, knowing who this person is, we'll look at how they are feeling about you and how they're feeling about the connection between you and this person. All right. So all that information will be available in the description box and in the pinned comment below. And you can select your pick. I will see you guys at your pick. Hello, my most beautiful pile number 1. You guys picked card 19, the Sun. And we're looking at the person on your mind and how do they honestly see you? What do they think of you? How are they viewing you overall? And if you resonate with knowing who this person is, then we will be taking it off to the extended where we'll look at how this person is feeling about you and the connection. Sometimes we tap into our own energy, meaning this is going to be how you either see your person or maybe how you see yourself. Okay, so take whatever resonates here, although my intention here is to see how the person on your mind sees you. Okay, so Spirit sometimes comes through with whatever you're needing to hear, and if the message does not resonate, go check out another pile. Okay, it's absolutely fine to not resonate with any pile. Sometimes it's only the messages needing to be communicated that come through here. Okay, so I have pre-shuffled oracle cards. I've not looked at them, and I asked Spirit, how's this person honestly seeing you? So for you guys, beautiful pile 1 with the Sun, this is the most positive card in the tarot. Okay, when I pull it, it highlights every card, all the light attributes, and kind of waters down anything negative. I feel as though this person could certainly be somebody who doesn't see or want to see any downside of you, or only is choosing to see the positive of you. All right, so there's a lot of energy coming through here. So it could be somebody with rose-colored glasses, could be somebody who doesn't see that you could do any harm or do no bad. Okay, I feel this is someone who only sees your good, either by choice or just they have rose-colored glasses on. Okay, they see you. This is a lioness here. So I do feel like this, like your energy is coming through as a divine feminine energy. Okay, and kind of like you're the type of person who can have it all, who can manifest things here. Okay, who can create whatever you want, and with little effort. I feel here this person thinks a lot comes to you just by way of you manifesting or bringing it into being, and that maybe you've had to put yourself through a lot here in order to get to the position where a lot of things are kind of just happening for you, and you're not really having to chase or force or struggle. Okay, now that doesn't mean you never had to, but I don't see that this person sees you struggling or having to really go through any troubles here. Okay, they also see you as somebody who is very bright, cheery. Maybe you wear a lot of bright colors, and if you don't wear a lot of bright colors, then your personality around this person is someone who lights up the room. So there's a youthful energy coming through here, like yeah, like your inner child kind of shines here. You're youthful, you're joyful. You're always looking at the positive of every aspect here. You're optimistic, and you have a fiery personality. So you might be someone who doesn't play it small, who gets a lot of recognition from other people because of how bright you shine, and it's kind of difficult to suppress you. You have a big expression. You're hard to miss. You don't play it small. Like this person feels like you'll express whatever needs to be expressed here. Although sometimes this person feels like you might express things through your facial expressions. You don't have to say much. People know what you're feeling or thinking because you exude that sort of energy here. And you just kind of have a look about you sometimes that you might look at this person in a certain way where they know exactly what it is you're thinking. This person also understands you like to the luxury things in life. Like maybe you like going on trips or taking time to relax for yourself, or you understand the value of, I don't know, spa days, relax days, whatever relaxes to you, you know. You like to enjoy the luxuries of life here. And for a lot of you guys like the outdoors. Maybe you like going to the beach or walking through, hiking the forest. You like spending time in the sun. You might be somebody who enjoys spending a lot of time in the sun or being outdoors here. You might like gardening, and yeah, you might have an affinity for plants in general. You might carry a lot of plants here. This person sees you as someone who, yeah, likes to be one with the nature here. This person also sees you as someone who is quite above a lot of everyday sort of trivial things maybe that other people are kind of lost in, you know, getting lost in the weeds, getting lost in troubles, or they get lost in sort of the minutia of day-to-day things. Like this person sees you don't really care about the small little things that other people might get hung up on or tripped up on. Like you just, yeah, you see beyond it. You don't worry or dwell on the little things that other people might get very stuck on here. And you give very good advice. You're very much the type of person that people would go to here to provide honest insight and wise insight. You could see past maybe other people's follies, or you could see through situations very easily to see truths that maybe are hard to see when people are very stuck in situations that they can't really make sense of. You're the type of person who can easily see the truth, or who could provide honest truth in regards to situations. So you'd be a good advice counselor type person to this person, or just they see you doing this with other people. Yeah, so that's a lot. We haven't even touched this. If this sounds like your pile, then this is going to be your reading. Okay, let's see. How does pile number one's person honestly see and think about or view pile one? So we have the rat will lead you to repressed things. Interesting. We have the fourth house. Okay, so fourth house is all about home and family. Some of you guys might also resonate with the with the third pile. Okay, we got the Four of Wands, which is giving me fourth house energy. So it makes you feel secure, support, or family home base. The fourth house is all about self-care, which we were getting from spa days, and taking care of self. It's also emotions, foundations, mother, children. We were getting inner child here. A mother with the lioness here is divine feminine energy. Yeah, femininity is the fourth house. Okay, let's keep going here. We have number 8 here with the cane, 3 canes. Okay, we have unhealthy attachment. We have athlete, light attributes, dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps, development of personal willpower and strength of spirits. Shadow attributes, misuse of athletic ability for selfish ends, false sense of invulnerability and entitlement. And we have child, orphan, light attributes, independence based on learning to go it alone, conquering fear of surviving. Shadow attributes, feeling of abandonment that stifle maturation, seeking inappropriate surrogate families. We have the miser, stubbornness and inflexibility. And we have the enchanter, deception and trickery. And we have the angel. We have card 19. So we have 1919. It might be an angel number that resonates for you. If you Google 1919 angel number, see what comes up. Leave it in the comment section. Okay, I'd love to know what it is that comes up for you. And this is the yogini. It says here, we are all one. Each an inseparable part of the unseen infinite energies that surround, sustain, and empower us and all there is. Very much sun energy here. The yogini. And then we have skunk. And we have the oyster. Water energy coming through. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Yes. Okay, and then we have the threshold, number 45, or the number 9. 45 could be significant. 9 is all about fruition, completion, fulfillment. And we have the raven's head. 47 could be significant. Or the number 11, and 11 is a master number. It is all about divine inspiration and synchronicity. It's about the encouragement to keep going. So let me shuffle this over. Okay, so let me sit with this energy to see what all comes through now. The good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful. Okay, let's see what comes through. Okay, so this is interesting because this connects back to this person and how you make them sort of feel. But it does tie into how they see you, because they see you as someone here who is a little bit relentless and how you do things here. And there's a way of you being here that forces this person specifically, and they could see you as doing this with other people too, but specifically with this person, that is forcing this person maybe to uncover certain parts of themselves that might be very challenging for this person to do. And I feel like this person understands that by connecting with you or by knowing you, they kind of have to obviously accept every part that comes with you here. And one of the part that they're communicating here is your ability to make this person see every part of themselves, even the parts of themselves that might be shadow. Parts of themselves that I think this person might have had a hard time accepting or seeing or wanting to accept or acknowledge. And so this person sees you as somebody here who has no shame in shedding the light, calling out what's what here. And so this person also sees that you kind of take your own medicine here. Like they see you as somebody who might be very much open or honest with them in regards to things that you're trying to overcome in your own life. But they see you here as somebody who is maybe trained or prepared for working on self, who is very dedicated, committed, and who has the determination and persistence in making yourself a better person. Like they see you as someone here who might have had struggles with things in the past here. Specifically, maybe there's been abandonment issues in the past, or they see you as someone who has maybe had connections that made you feel abandoned, or potentially as a child you've been abandoned here, but you've suffered things in the past here that has impacted you. And so this person does see you as someone here who might not allow a whole bunch of people to see this part of you. And that sometimes you actively close out certain people from your life from seeing this part of you, but you see it yourself and you have no issues with acknowledging or dealing with certain parts here of your traumas. So I think this person understands that you've had certain things you've been trying to work on. And it's kind of your focus, like your dedication. Like you're not, once your mind is set on what it is that you're wanting to do or accomplish for the betterment of yourself, that you're not going to allow anyone to kind of convince you otherwise. Yeah, and this person sees you as somebody here who, if you feel you're being deceived, or if you feel like things aren't on the up and up, or if there's something that's not very certain or clear, you have like zero tolerance or zero patience, and you don't even like give an inch to it. Like you pay no mind to anything that isn't on the up and up here. So this person sees how you value transparency, how you value honesty, clarity, and how determined or fixated you might get on certain ways of being here that are unbending, unwilling to compromise on integral truths here, specifically when it comes to like foundation of connections, relationship, family, yeah, like the root of a good connection or relationship has to be based on a good foundation here. So they don't see you compromising on anything like this, okay? This is an interesting energy, and we might see, like I said, we will be doing an extended if you guys resonate with this, because I'm curious to see here what this person's energy is coming through as, because I do see how they see you, but there's something here about you sort of being pulled towards something quite like a life's calling or a life's purpose, or some sort of journey that you've been pulled to do here, that they feel as though it's something that you have to kind of fulfill, or you have to follow whatever this thing is that you're being called to do. and that you're going from some sort of phase of life where maybe things were very unclear, darker periods. Maybe there was a point of depression or uncertainty or loneliness, darkness. I feel alone, dark, depressing in some way, or just cold, to finally sort of crossing to this inspired energy of some calling that you've been kind of handed to by the universe. Like, you have something here that's driving you, and this might be something that has taken quite some time to develop, or for you to kind of cross over to from the darker sort of point that you've experienced here into something that's been more inspiring and motivating for you, giving you life in some way. But it's like a heavy challenge here that you're having to carry. Like, this person feels like you're being given a task or a journey that seems very heavy for most people to carry, and you're kind of called to do this. Like, the universe is calling you to make some big change here, in a big way, not just for yourself, but like a mission here on earth that is impacting a group of people, a society of people. And they feel like it's sort of a big responsibility that you carry, but that you're, I don't know, like in the right sort of place right now to carry this out, or that the universe has placed this on you, this mission, this request, but that it also comes with a heaviness here, and it also leaves you maybe with having to carry the burdens of other people, having to, yeah, it's like carrying the burdens of all in some way here. There's something here coming through very strong now. Okay, now I'm tapped into it. So I feel like either you've been gifted with the divine like ability here, or some knowledge, or some download, or some gifted psychic ability to tap into spirit, or some unworldly sort of information here that you were supposed to be delivering to the world, or working with certain people, but it comes with a heavy price here, and it could be impacting you in a way here, because it does seem like something that's quite heavily charged. And so although it could be a blessing at times, it's a heaviness here that you're having to navigate through. But this person feels like you're called to do this for a reason. And sometimes this might make you somebody who could be difficult to I don't know, like approach at times here, you know, like, I don't know, there's something sacred here, or some journey, or something that you're being called to do here that kind of is above the connection between you and this person. That's something that, I don't know, this person does not dare interfere with, or no one dare interfere with, because it's something that is protected by you and by spirit here. And it is taking you out of maybe a place here where you weren't as connected to source, and now it's kind of consumed you in some way, I feel here, or they feel it's consumed you to be walking in this journey, to be delivering this mission, to be as focused as you are here. But it also consumes a big part of yourself here to deliver what you're supposed to be delivering here completely and authentically. Like, there's a lot of dedication, a lot of commitment, a lot of focus, a lot of energy that you're exerting here. And so they feel like it's one where they cannot interfere with this, because you may just not allow anyone to interfere with this mission from God here. But with all the mushrooms here and this yogini and all one, like I feel like it's impacting humanity on a great level here. Like it's very connected to the world here in some way, and like we were getting the environment. So I don't know, like maybe it's an environmental cause or a human rights activist cause, or a mission that you're bringing, like a peace on earth or peace to humanity in some way, but it comes with its battles as well. And this person feels like you're having to face this, maybe, you know, in a very vulnerable sort of way that's almost like there was nothing that prepared you to have to deal with this head on. So they almost feel like you come from a place that's maybe suffered or has had to sit in some suffering. Like I said, there's a coldness, there's a depression, there's this like dark place, and then there is just kind of having to go on a mission of sorts here, having been thrown into this almost, you know. And so like this person has a feeling here of you not having, I don't know, like what it is that you need to sort of protect you in some way here. So there's like a fear that you may be exposed in some way, because I feel like you carry on or you press through despite maybe knowing that, I don't know, certain things you might need for protection. But I think this person understands you're divinely protected here. And so for anyone else to walk the path that you walk here, it'd be a dangerous sort of playground is what I hear, like a mission, because they would need all sorts of protection and guarantees, and it's like you're just kind of walking raw and exposed and vulnerable on a mission, on a journey, on a path here, having suffered whatever you have suffered in some way. And so it's like you're just facing it head on. Like they see you as someone who's fearless, you know, like you don't fear anything here, and you're facing this for everyone, like not just for yourself, whatever this thing is here. Yeah, that's a very specific message, but that was coming through very, very loud. And so with this unhealthy attachment and this child orphan, like, I don't know, maybe you've had a connection to this person that's been having to learn how to find an attachment style here that isn't, you know, triggered by maybe unhealthy ways of attaching. Like if you've had abandonment issues, maybe you were an anxious attachment style here. But also I feel like it might be hard for you to trust because of being abandoned or feeling left out. Like this person sees you as, like I said, in the past, you've been kind of shut out or left in the dark or left in the cold here. And so there might be a part of you here that has had to reconcile parts of yourself that might have felt abandoned or left out here. But like I mentioned earlier, this person sees that you face a lot of the challenges in your life head on, and you reflect this back to this person to do the same. And the fact that you seem here very open about this, very exposed, and maybe this is part of the mission, you know, is not denying or suppressing or hiding any of the healing that you've experienced here, and maybe sharing this with the world in some way that this person feels might leave you vulnerable or exposed. But I feel like in a way this is the therapy and the healing that's much needed for yourself to overcome challenges that you've experienced in the past here, and also help others kind of navigate their way through this. I am feeling an energy here of you being very accepting of everyone and everything, no matter how diverse. Yeah, like you're very accepting here, with the rainbow and getting just like a multitude of people are drawn to you from all walks of life here. But specifically people who have faced challenges in their life, and it could be similar challenges to that what you face, but you're accepting, and you feel like someone here who people look up to provide advice. It's coming through again, like we did at the beginning, where you give very good, clear, solid advice you could see through. Maybe the places where people are lost or hurt or blocked, you could see it clearly, and you can help people navigate through a lot of their own confusion. Yeah, people are definitely drawn to you here, and it's like people cannot trick you in any way. It's like you're transparent, and although you're vulnerable, and it may be like this person felt like anyone else would need to sort of be protected or kind of be, I don't know, working in this field would need some layer of protection or something here. You're kind of out there for all to see. I don't know, maybe you're pretty public, or maybe there's just this way about you being just open and available in some way here. But this person feels as though because of this, you also have the ability to sort of keep your boundaries around people that might try to cross them, because you're so divinely protected here, and very focused on whatever this mission is. That like overrides, I think, a lot of what you do, is kind of walking in the steps of the divine here and not allowing anyone to sort of get in your way. So yeah, this person sees you on a mission, sees you have a vision of working with the divine, sees you as someone who would put up boundaries, somebody who's come a long way, and somebody who's immersed here in this sort of a thing that's pulled you towards healing and working with other people to heal and the universe. So this is what I'm getting, pile 1. I'm going to kick it off into the extended to see, how does this person feel about you? Okay, we were getting a little bit here, but we'll look at feelings, and if you are drawn to another pile, maybe go check that out as well. The extended information will be available in the description box and in the pinned comment below. For pile 1, it will take you directly to my site, and then you can go ahead and purchase the extended if you're interested in seeing how this person feels. Okay, so I love you so much, and I will see you soon. Bye. Hello, my most beautiful pile number 2. You guys pick the 9 of Pentacles. Absolutely beautiful. What we're looking at is the person on your mind, and how are they honestly viewing you? Like, what do they think of you overall? How do they see you? Coming from their point of view. Now, this could be your own energy, meaning how you see your person, the person on your mind, okay? Could even be how you see yourself. Whatever resonates for you, but the intention here was, how does the person on your mind see you? And we've I shuffled the oracle cards, and I've not looked at them, so it's whatever random oracle cards have come out. We'll look at them together, but before we get into that, I will tap into this energy with this card, and if this resonates for you, then most likely this is your pile. Okay, now if you do resonate with this energy, then there will be an extended where we'll look at this person and how they feel about you. Okay, so if this sounds like someone you know, then we will look at feelings. We'll pull tarot and some charms as well and get a really good look at feelings. Okay, so pile 2. What is this person? How do they see you overall? Well, I think this person sees you as someone very confident, and they see you as someone who is pretty successful. Like, you've had to build your empire. Now, you don't have to be the richest person here, okay? Like financially, but they see you as someone who is comfortable with your wealth and what you've built. Like, you are no longer maybe attaining or chasing abundance in a way that has to, I don't know, like grind for it. So this person sees you maybe as someone who is at the pinnacle of where you want to be, you know, wherever you're at. Like you're comfortable with what you've built, you're comfortable with what you sort of have in your life, that you're surrounded by things that you feel are abundant in your life. They might see you as someone who's quite social. Like you might have a lot of groups of people around you, or like to be around a lot of people here. I have a lot of friends. They also see you as someone maybe who is a lot different than the people maybe that you hang out with, or that you stand out amongst your crowd of people here. Like very different. Very, very different. And maybe that you're a little bit rebellious. So I'm getting that you like to do things differently here than most people. And you really have kind of an attitude of, it's like a nonchalant, but I think it's more like you really do your own thing. Like you really do not care if it bothers other people. If you want to do what you want to do, and that's what happens, and that's exactly what happens here. This person feels like you're a pretty strong-willed person here, okay? Sometimes you could be a little bit stubborn, and you could be somebody who just forces to have your way because you want to have it your way, and you just make it happen for you here, okay? They might see you as a leader, like you might be a manager or a people leader or a boss in some way, and if you're not like leading people or a boss, then they see you as someone here who just other people would respect automatically because of the nature that you are. Like you just kind of make things happen in your way. And this person also sees you maybe as somebody who, yeah, like you don't always have to grind here. So you could be somebody who likes downtime. Like you might be someone who really likes to chill, likes to relax. Maybe you like to watch a lot of movies or sit and, I don't know, listen to music and chill. Like this person doesn't see you as somebody here who, I don't know, is like constantly on the go. Like you could just enjoy peaceful downtime here, and you like that. You like to chill, you like to relax, you might even like to sleep a lot. This person sees you as, yeah, like maybe you go through periods of time as well where you just pull away from everyone periodically, and it's like your phone's off, no one knows where you're at, or maybe you go a couple of days with just not talking to anyone, just kind of honing yourself, getting grounded, being unbothered. They see you as someone who's unbothered by a lot here, okay? And they do feel like a level of safety. I feel like this person feels like you'd be a very good person to protect them, or you could protect them. Yeah, because you're kind of like a no bullshit type person. And very unbothered. Like there's not a whole lot you worry about. So you feel very safe, very grounded, very comfortable. There's a slow energy here. Like you don't really rush things. You're kind of very just confident in your ability to accomplish what you need for when you need it. You might have quite a temper here, though. So this person might see as someone who, if got angry, like you'd be someone they wouldn't want to get angry. They wouldn't want to upset you, or they wouldn't want to say something that might trigger you and set you off. Although they don't see you as someone who gets angry quickly at all, because you seem unbothered. You don't get bothered, but if you do, it's lookout time. So I feel like this person does not want to say anything that would bother you. Yeah, and that you're a little bit of a rebel here. You don't do things like everyone else, you know. You do things a lot different your way. You don't really bend to societal norms. You don't really do what other people are doing. You guys might be someone who's, I don't know, off-grid, not your typical, don't have your standard matrix life here. That's what I'm getting. Oops, as I dropped the card. So that's what I'm getting here, okay, for the Nine of Pentacles. Now, I'm getting Earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. Could be just the energy you encompass. But let's take a look then. What's coming through here? How the person on your mind sees you overall. So we have the hair will lead you in your fear. Okay. And we have the second house. Patiently, what you want, get what you need. So the second house is all about money, work, income. It's your daily routines, your values. It's about material possessions, priorities, your habits. It's about your job and your work ethic. Okay, interesting. We have the dog here, number 14. 14 or 5. 5 is a number of conflict and loss. It's also about change and rebuilding. The dog is loyalty. And the hare is fertility. Rabbit sometimes comes through, I mean, this is a hare, but rabbit, hare comes through as sometimes divine timing for me. And even sometimes it could come through as someone maybe who runs. So let's see how that ties into this. So we have healer, light attributes, passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit, ability to help transform pain into healing. Shadow attributes, taking advantage of those who need help, failing to care for one's self. Okay. And we have the Samaritan, light attribute, refines your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. Shadow attribute, exacting appreciation and recognition for the help you offer. And we have, I act like I don't care when deep down I really do. Well, we were certainly getting someone who is nonchalant over here. We have the Hound, interesting. Loyalty, chains, and promises. And here we have the sword of truth that looks like it's disintegrating here. Loyalty, chains, and promises. Okay, and then we have the Muse, generosity and naivety. 3 cups. This is that social aspect coming through. And we have the Dreamer, Pisces energy coming through very strong here. Dreamer. Okie dokie. And we have 44. 44 could be a significant number here for you. Also, 44 is a master number. It's about integrity as a foundation, and it's treating the earth as home, the temple, and it's also about manifestation and leadership. We're getting leadership here. 44, the grace. Beautiful. Look at this. This is giving me 9 of Pentacles energy. Looks almost like the traditional 9 of Pentacles lady in the garden here. The grace. Forgive yourself and anyone else in your situation, even if you or they do not deserve it. To forgive is to mirror the divine forces who love us. Oh my goodness. This is the most beautiful card. I don't know that I've ever pulled it. You know what she's looking like? She's looking like, what's that girl who's in that movie? Sorry, I'm really bad with actors, actresses, and song names, but when it comes through, she looks like the girl from the Pirates of the Caribbean. What's that? The young girl? You know what I'm talking about. What's her name? It's going to bug me. Anyway, her face looks exactly like it. So I don't know what her name is. You might want to Google it. Something coming through. Maybe like I said, movies was coming through here. Now I'm seeing the girl from the Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah, movies coming through. Okay. So we have Cardinal. Beautiful mushrooms. Cardinal. Beautiful energy. And we have the rabbit. What are the chances we have the rabbit and the hare here coming through? Earth energy again, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Okay. Interesting. The bridge. 38 coming through. Or the number 11. And 11 is also another master number about divine inspiration. It's about the encouragement to keep going and synchronicities. The bridge could certainly be a transition here. Okay. And then we have against nature with the number 56. 11 coming through again. So now we have 1111. Okay, 1111 is a soul connection number. Sometimes it's my twin flame connection. So you can take that as a confirmation if that resonates for you. And like I said, that's all about synchronicities and divine inspiration here. So, against nature, with the big old shadow here. More layers coming through here, shadow coming through here. So, let me sit with this energy and tap into what's being sort of communicated here in regards to how this person sees you overall. Okay, so this is an interesting energy. I feel like this person feels as though maybe you've experienced things in the past that kind of, obviously, I mean, made you who you are in the past. Generally makes us who we are, but in a way that you see things maybe differently here because of what you've experienced in the past. And so a lot of what's happened is kind of driving who you are, you know, and maybe who you are when this person met you is someone that you're evolving right now. Like you're trying to evolve out of that sort of energy here. Yeah, like there's certain parts of yourself maybe that you don't want to completely engage with in the same way that you have in the past is coming through here. And it's parts of yourself that maybe you denied or suppressed or didn't want to accept of self. And maybe certain parts of yourself you were running away from rather than confronting them. And so you might have dealt with this in ways that was distracting, like work. So I might see you as someone who would just focus on work or practical things, hanging out with friends, like that's the groups of people I was seeing, like socializing, or with substances, drinking, distractions. So this person sees you as having a lot of maybe surface type relationships or superficial type people in your life in some point to help you distract from certain things that maybe were too painful to look at. Certain truths about yourself that maybe were difficult to be honest with, but that you are seeing through the illusion of your past self, that you are still working through this, but that you still put a lot of your energy towards sort of more the superficial type things in life, you know, not that they find you superficial at all, that is certainly not coming through, but superficial actions that distract you from things deeper, from parts of yourself that are deeper, because there's certain parts of you that need to be healed or looked at that might be very painful. And so you engage in more light-hearted things here. They do see you as someone who is quite deep, who has visions of potentially a future that could be something different than what it is that you are living currently, but that maybe you haven't followed it or you haven't been openly embracing it. There's something in the past here that has held you back, or that has you held back, that you're still working through, and that the past keeps you sort of hostage in some way here, and you're having to deal with this and learn to accept and forgive self for certain things in your past, or just your own self for ways of being here. So the energy of you again maybe showing like you're not really interested or nonchalant about certain things is you deflecting, maybe actually absorbing and feeling certain things at a deeper level here. This person sees you as someone who is very loyal. You're loyal to your friends, you're loyal to maybe this connection, but there's something in the past that you're being loyal to. I'm seeing all these arrows and they're all pointing to the past, and same with this arrow, which is very similar to these, which I feel is, I don't know, like maybe you were driving towards the past, like things you were doing was keeping you in the past, or your aims and your goals and your vision was in the past, or just the past was not allowing you to move forward. in your dreams and your goals and your vision. So they see you as someone who might be watering yourself down in some way to keep yourself kind of going without completely going off the deep end here. Someone who is feeling deep and soulful and all the things that maybe you could be, that you're not either wanting to explore or willing to accept or trying to work through. Loyalty and loyalty coming through. Chains is showing me the past. There's something in the past that maybe you're loyal to, like a past self or a past experience that has you dedicated to it, but it's also caused a conflict here within self that you're trying to overcome, is all that I keep seeing here. And so I do feel like your everyday habits is as a result of the traumas that maybe you've experienced here and trying to avoid or distract yourself from what this is. This person does see another part of you, like when you're not being unbothered or just kind of distracted or not caring, that you do maybe show like there's an interest here in what's going on around you, but you don't really allow yourself to immerse yourself. So you're kind of like an observer, cautious. I don't think you're fully trusting, or this person doesn't feel like you're very trusting of them so much, because maybe of what you've experienced in the past or just how you've been brought up or who you are as a person, that maybe you're the type of person that takes a very long time to gain the trust of someone. Like you don't trust them automatically, and so this person feels like you are still hesitant, you still don't fully trust them, but that you're fairly loyal to this person. I do feel this person feels very loyal and dedicated to you as well. I feel a very strong sort of friend energy, like this person feels a friendship here, you know, but I think this person sees you transitioning right now, like you're transitioning in your life from who you were and maybe who you spent a very solid part of your life being, that wasn't allowing you to reach a potential or have a vision or a dream of a future, and keeping you kind of watered down in some way. So maybe it's your environment of friends or people or your family or your situation or where you grow up or how you live. It seems to me this person sees you as someone who is settling or has been settling or has just kind of given up in a little bit on yourself, okay? So this person sees you as someone who might have been resisting or fighting certain aspects of yourself, you know, the parts of yourself that were trying to pull you out, to expand you, to give you more depth, or to push you out of your comfort zone. And maybe you resist, and you might even resisted changes in your life, specifically maybe even this connection might have forced you to change, or anything that would force you to change or come out. It'd be something that maybe you'd be hesitant on, but now they see you as someone who is slowly moving out of your comfort zone. They see you as someone who's broadening your perspective, and maybe someone who is a little more curious now, although they still feel like you're not fully immersed in this. Like they see you as being open to the dream or seeing past your past, like seeing beyond your past, I should say. And that you've done a lot of self-healing, again, coming through very strong. They see you as someone who loves very deep, you know, like if you say you love, you love. And I feel there is a lot of love here coming with the cardinal. I'm going to read the cardinal here because it's standing out. And every time this deck comes out, I swear to God, Spirit always wants the card read, and it's always from this deck, and it's absolutely interesting how this always happens. So I don't know why I'm always surprised. And nothing's in order here because the book is all non-alphabetical. So let's see, where's the cardinal? Of course, it's somewhere in the random. Okay, let's go somewhere in the random. Here, here, here. Sorry guys, it literally does not make any sense to me. but it's fairly short. Here it is. Okay. So, Cardinal, angelic presence, love. Yes, feeling the love, divinity, empathy, devotion. Oh my goodness, that's this loyalty coming through twice. And passion. The brilliantly red cardinal is most often thought of as a harbinger of divine messages and signals the presence of visitors from heaven. These might be loved ones who visit us from other sides, spirit guides, or even an angelic presence. To pull the cardinal in a reading is a sure sign that you are watched over and protected by divine forces and unconditional love. If you have recently lost someone you love, the cardinal signals their presence around you. Outside of their connection to higher realms of consciousness, cardinals are often associated with love, harmony, bliss, and devotion. Loyalty again. Okay. As these ruby red lovers mate for life, this is a call to get honest with yourself and your heart. Who and what are you devoted to right now? Our hearts burn with passion for many things, and it's important to do what we can to tend to our passions, to ensure they stay alive. If you feel out of touch with your heart and its desires, this is a sign to find a way to open back up. When our hearts are open, we can greet everyone and everything with compassion, empathy, and tenderness. Okay. This person sees a deep, deep, deepness here, okay, of soul and spirit here with you. But I feel like your heart has been potentially closed. And you've been shutting yourself out, maybe from listening to your inner heart. And I was feeling like a part of you was dormant. Again, this person was feeling, okay? A dormant part of you that you've been shut out or that you shut down. And so this person sees you as someone who's working on opening your heart space again, you know, like maybe you just didn't see a point to life that had any purpose, that had a greater meaning than maybe work, friends, and distractions and physical things here. Like, I don't know, movies that was coming through, Pirates of the Caribbean, I don't know. You know, and the pirates to me is coming through here is like an adventure, you know, a wild adventure. And so, I don't know, maybe you thought life would be too much of a wild adventure here, or to like explore your heart. It would be something maybe too dangerous to go exploring in some way, but they feel like you're sort of on this journey now, and maybe you're open to exploring the heart. There's something here about unconditional love that you've tapped into, some heart space here that maybe's been very dormant, you know, that you're interested in observing, but still a little cautious here and what that means. And now there is a sign coming through. You might have lost a loved one here, okay? And it could have changed you. And sometimes we lose loved ones, and it completely impacts who we are as a person. Or you could have just suffered a loss here in your heart space, okay? It could have been in a connection. Maybe you were widowed, or maybe just you've had a lot of suffering here. So back to the pirate, sorry, that's coming through again. I know we don't see pirate here, but it's coming as a download here. I'm seeing a treasure chest, and I'm getting a lot of the pentacle realm again with the second house, which is money and work and income and daily routines here. I don't know, maybe you've been focused on the hustle. You know, Nine of Pentacles is like financially successful, having to build like some sort of mini empire here. But I get the treasure chest, like there's a lot of abundance here that surrounds you, you know, and sometimes the treasure could be experienced differently, and maybe you're learning what the treasure is here. Like I feel like there's treasure in love, unconditional love, and heart space that maybe you didn't see as a treasure. And maybe you're kind of learning this, but I do feel as though you're healing, showing your self-compassion, forgiveness, dealing with parts of yourself maybe you weren't wanting to see or deal with in some parts. This person also feels as though you've inspired this person. There's something about your energy here that's inspired this person, and potentially this person feels as though you're now inspired to extend outside of where you've been for some time. And maybe this has taken quite some time because, again, the divine timing is coming through here for you to learn to, trust this person to even come out in some way. But they feel like maybe you're learning to trust them, you know? And maybe the illusion is kind of falling apart here in some way, or I don't know, I just heard the wall of pretense. I don't know, maybe there was a wall up here of something here that's kind of disintegrating, or they see through this way of being here. And maybe I'm feeling it's been difficult for you to even see through your own way of being, for you to see a greater truth that's more connected to your authentic heart and calling and desire, so you could take action and speak truths here. And maybe you have not yet been able to see it. So now there's this new world opening up of bigger dreams, bigger hopes for a future. Although I don't think you've taken a step in this direction yet, you're healing certain parts of the past. And maybe you're coming to terms with certain emotions here that for the first time have been opened because they've been very blocked and shut. That's coming through. And you're highlighting or now having some insight around this. Yeah, you're now seeing through certain things here that were holding you back. And you're accepting it. And you're seeing it. And now you're slowly starting to build so that you can repair and move forward. Because you have been sort of held back in potential here to either person, place, thing of the past, or your lifestyle that's been how you've been. And so the giving up on self and maybe the pretending or the not caring or the thing here has turned into something else. Because inside there's this deep, deep sort of person that resides here, you know, that does care, that does want more, that does want truth, that can attain and strive for bigger, better things here. No longer resisting or fighting maybe a future or this person or things in your life. All right, so beautiful reading. If this resonated for you, okay, then we will look at how this person feels about you. Okay, what are they feeling about you? That will be available in the extended. All that information will be in the description box and in the pinned comment below. And we will also be pulling some charms as well as the tarot to take a look at that. And go check out another pile if you are so called. All right, I love you very much, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Hello, hello, my most beautiful pile number 3. You guys picked the Four of Wands. Beautiful card. Before I tap into this energy, what are we looking at? Well, we're looking at the person on your mind and how they honestly see you. Like, how do they view you overall? What's their perception? And I have pre-shuffled oracle cards. I've not looked at them, which we'll lay out. But before I reveal them, we're going to tap into this energy to see if this is your pile. Okay, now if this sounds more like the way you see your person, then your person's energy could be flipped in another pile. Okay, or this could certainly be how you see yourself, because sometimes we tap into our own energy and spirit's wanting to communicate whatever message comes through. So take what resonates, and if you do resonate with this pile, there will be an extended where we'll look at how this person, the person I'm going to be saying is seeing you, how that person feels about you. What are they feeling for you? Okay, so we'll pull tarot and charms with that. All that information will be available in the description box and in the pinned comment below. So what am I feeling here for pile number 3? Four of Wands is a very beautiful magical card. This is my 1111. Okay, 11 is a master number. It's all about divine inspiration. It's a rite of passage here, synchronicity and encouragement to keep going. This is the union card, marriage, celebrations. So I do feel like this person might connect you with a certain maybe milestone in their life here. And because I'm seeing 2 birds, it's like, I don't know, maybe this person really sees you as their person, or yeah, like their person, like you're being seen as this person's person is kind of what I'm getting. They see you as someone who mirrors them, like resembles them potentially, you know, like they feel at one with you, I'm hearing, and they see you as their equal. They see you as somebody here who is very comfortable. This person feels like they could talk to you about anything and that you could talk to them about anything. They feel a very connected soul level here on a very deep level. This person sees you as someone fairly balanced, and they feel very balanced when they're around you. Masculine, feminine energy. This person also feels very comfortable talking about certain parts that they might not be comfortable talking to other people, certain shadow parts of self here. This person feels like you bring out everything in them, and they feel they do the same with you. So this person feels like maybe there's certain things you guys have experienced together that's strengthening this connection. You know, scary times and fun times I'm hearing and seeing here, but all of it has led to you guys being stronger, laying the groundwork of this connection. I'm picking up that you guys might have had quite a few disagreements and arguments here, or said some pretty mean things, or just words to each other. Maybe that was in the heat of the moment that's coming through, that's sticking out with this person. But that you're able to stand your own, or stand your ground. That you stand up for what you believe in, you know, that you don't allow this person or anyone to sort of push you around or bully you around in any way. That both of you guys are fairly independent and making decisions in your own life, both of you guys. You know, pink flowers coming through here quite strong. Pink roses could be significant in this connection. This person might have given you flowers, or really sees you as someone here who is blossoming here, you know, like fully blossomed. Yeah, this person just feels your presence around, even if you're not around. Like there's this like bonding here that I feel very much this person feels to you. And this person feels like maybe there's certain things of themselves that they have to see about themselves that comes out when they're around you, and that maybe you bring out certain things in this person as well that they might have not have noticed about themselves, or that they've had to face, that might have been difficult for them to face, but together you guys kind of are able to be there for one another. Yeah, okay, so if this sounds like, I don't know, like it could come from the person on your mind, let's keep going and see what this person, how they see you, how they honestly see you or think of you overall. So we have the dolphin will gift you with rhythm and the breath of life. Wow, dolphin is all about compassion here. We have the North Node. There will be success from and benefit. It's all about the future. Forward movement. Okay. Planet of Uranus with stir up the situation by using, be open to new ideas about, and invent a way to. Yeah. Okay. Very different energy coming through here. Very unique. So we have 21 with the woman, divine feminine empress energy coming through, Taurus energy. I was also getting with Uranus Aquarius energy. Pink flowers again coming through with the roses. Very similar. That's coming through very strong. Okay. We have the poet. Light attribute expresses soul insights in symbolic language, and shadow attribute turns a lyric gift to negative or destructive effect. And then we have the two doves, more two birds. So birds very much coming through here, and twos as well. Here we have three dolphins. Doves are all about peace. And we got the two faces here. Okay, let's see. King, light attributes, enlightened, benevolent leadership, benefiting those in your charge. Shadow attributes, excessive feelings of entitlement, rulership without restraint. And we have rose-colored glasses. Interesting, because I use that in pile 1, which I don't generally use that term, but I did say for 1 if they were drawn to 3. So that is interesting. And also roses again. I think this is symbolizing the pink roses that keeps coming through. I don't know what pink roses symbolize outside of femininity and romance. Although pink could certainly be something blossoming here, like maiden love. I feel, you know, the beginning, a new beginning of love here. Like innocent love. Okay. We have the sleeper, cause and effect with clarity. And we have the witch, experimentation and rebellion. Okay. And we have illuminator. Oh my goodness, you guys, pile 1 was the sun. I don't know how 1 and 3 are connected. Maybe they're flipped, mirrored people. But I do know that the sun came out as the main card there. And this is a lighthouse with the sun with illuminator. Let's keep going. I'm not feeling the same energy, but I haven't really tapped into this pile just yet. So we'll see. 50 with the truth, or the number 5. 5 is about conflict and loss. It's about changes and rebuilding. Now this one says the truth. We have clarity here, and this says you cannot be truthful with another person unless you are first truthful and honest with yourself. The truth is not afraid of questions. No, it is not. And look at all the armor on this person. Okay. And we have porcupine. Okay. And we have sea serpent. Ouroboros, interesting. And then we have the eye here, which to me is the intuitive eye. And I was feeling that, yeah, here, this eye is closed. This one, the eye is open. Okay, sea serpent, water energy coming through quite strong here. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Leo, and Aquarius, like we said. And with the wheat, I'm getting Virgo energy. And divine feminine, Taurus, maybe even some Libra. Okay, so we have the shaman. And this is 16. Or the card, or reduced to number 7, okay? The shaman. And here we have Pluto. Wow. Scorpio energy coming through, the number 10. 10's about ends of cycles and transformation, and Pluto is the underworld here. Very strong energy coming from here. Okay, very strong energy. Let me sit with this for a little bit, you guys, and see what I intuit here, okay? Give me a minute. You can certainly skip ahead. Okay. This is very, very, very strong energy, like how this person sees you. They see you here as somebody who is unlike anyone they've ever met, okay? Like there's something about you that is very, very advanced, like next level advanced here. How you think, how you engage with the world, the way your brain works, the way you function. You're an innovator. You create certain things that lead the way, like people see you as a beacon to follow here, okay? And you provide a lot of insight here, but they also see you here as somebody who has a way of expressing yourself that's very different, like with words and through acts of love. And you take charge here of yourself, but also of other people. Like people like to follow you. People like to be in your presence because you have a way to lead these people. And maybe you're really sort of leading people outside of dark times, or trying to see certain parts of themselves that have been very difficult for them to work with, like maybe parts of themselves that they had a difficult time accepting, seeing, understanding, embracing. A difficult time in their life where they need to transform and work with self, and you've provided maybe some sort of guidance here. And it could be just with this person specifically, since we're asking about how they see you. Yeah, it's like this person sees you as someone who's pulled them out, you know, of a very dark place. And maybe there was a very scary sort of shadow place in which this person wasn't sure what they were building or creating, or and they feel like their whole life here is needed to transform, and certain things that need to change and deconstruct in order to rebuild. But you're kind of like this lighthouse that leads the way. This person feels like they could really rely on you for anything here, that you are a very strong personality, very healing, very wise. This person also sees you as somebody here who I don't know, like is very balanced here, because there isn't just a one energy. Like you're able to invest, but also you're able to sort of take from situations here what you sort of need to, I don't know, like they just see you as somebody here who is very evolved, you know, like you're able to utilize everything and everyone here in a way to help yourself in some way experience and learn. But they see you as someone here who is very intuitive, and potentially somebody here who they might have seen wake up, or yeah, like something's woke you up, or something has woke you up. And maybe this person knew you when you were not sort of seeing the truth of who you are. And maybe your environment at one point was very much either watered down or confusing, or didn't allow you to shine. So it could have suppressed you, or you just maybe weren't seeing your true beauty in some way here. So they see you as someone who's bucking the system, and somebody who is very different here. Like your way of being here is kind of rebelling in some way, but not rebelling for the sake of rebelling, but rebelling against certain standards and certain ways of being in order to be innovative, in order to come into some greater truth of awareness. And they do see you here as somebody who might be not scared of hurting other people's feelings if you have to, or lay boundaries, or make things happen, you know, if you have to speak truths, if you have to walk a truth that might hurt other people, then that's what you kind of have to do. Like they see someone here as you're not really too concerned about other people's feelings so much here as what is the truth, and how can I protect what's sacred in my life. And that things happen that hurt people, but that is the cycle of life. And that although this transition might be painful and things that you've experienced might be painful, it is the cycle of life. But that the truth is something that needs to be lived and supported and appreciated, and that is the cycle of life here in some way. This person feels like you have a very deep heart here, okay, with the dolphin and this poet, like a very much dreamy type energy, a very romantic, a very big heart. Maybe you express through lyrics, music, writing, art, and there's something very unconventional about the way you express this. This person sees you as someone who is forward looking, like you're looking towards the future of who you could be and what you could do, and pushing the envelope here. So they've seen you go through quite a transition here, you know, and if they haven't known you long enough, they know of where you kind of were at one point in your life. And maybe you've built something for yourself in the past that had to fall apart, that had to start over, and you've had to pick yourself up, and now you're kind of the leader in your own life and other people are leading, and this person wants to follow in your path here. And so this is the mirroring coming through, because I feel like this person as well is learning from what you've been able to accomplish. So either you had stability or security in your life. Some of you might have even had a marriage here, something you've created, a long-term thing here, and you've had to rebuild. For some of you guys, to take this as confirmation, it could be that you were in a marriage when you met this person. Or this person could have been, I'm seeing 3 people here, okay? And I see massive transformation of a rebuild here of a foundation. And I'm seeing king, which is, you know, again, like 2 people who are married or almost married here. So I feel like maybe you had to rebel against your past life, accept some sort of truth about what you want for yourself. And I feel like this person sees you as someone who's had to wake up, had to be honest, and had to take action. So not only did you have to see a truth, but you had to take action in your own life. And so there's a lot of unconditional love coming through here with the dolphin and the, I'm feeling divine feminine energy, like a deep, deep, deep love, abundance. It's a very soft, deep place, you know, like, I don't know, this person just feels like your love's the best thing ever here, like full of abundance. And there's something very conventional about it. It feels very conventional, but yet you're very much non-conventional here, you know, and so it feels like there's something about your way of loving that is very much classic and safe and, I don't know, almost like very routine and safe and classic. But then the way you are having to navigate to your next sort of phase in life here is a little bit outside the norm. Like there is an embracing of truth and there is a little bit of a ruthlessness here, but it's not to hurt people, but it's kind of like if it is aligned with where you're needing to go and what's best thing for you, then you won't allow anyone to sort of get in your way. So there's definitely a rebuild, okay? You've had to rebuild yourself here, which has provided a lot of healing. I'm seeing all the skulls here, That's a death and a rebirth. The snake skin, shedding the old. You've had to shed the old self. But this person, again, with the mirroring, I feel like they see this whole experience of yours and they're also led by this and see other people being led by this, your ability to successfully accomplish this and pull out on the other side as someone who's still very positive and very open-hearted. And now your perspective here is some way that's very unique, very different. And they never really know what to expect from you. Like you're kind of not predictable here to this person, you know, like anything can kind of happen here. Yeah, anything can happen here. I am being asked to read the sea serpent. So let's see, sea serpent. What's coming through? That should be in the back here. It's a special element here in this book. So we have the healing emotional wounds, expressing desires. Wow, expression came through with the poet and even the dolphins I was feeling. So The sea serpent represents the energy of expression, whether it's emotions, creativity, sensuality, or desire. The sea serpent helps us move and direct our energy into a healthy current. When the essence of this card is in balance, we express ourselves creatively and sexually without fear or shame. We know what we desire most. Our hearts are at ease and our relationships are meaningful and enduring. We loosen the grip of self-judgment and we let the cool waters of forgiveness in to heal our wounds. When the energy of the sea serpent is not yet activated, our emotions and creativity are left in the muddy waters. The current of expression stagnates in some areas of our lives, and in other places it floods. It's important to remember, no matter what the waters of our emotional lives look like, the sea serpent loves us just the same. Like a mother, she wraps herself around us in a gesture of protection. She supports us as we learn to express our true natures. So, you weren't always like this. And it could be that this person has witnessed this massive transformation. You asleep and you getting clear, or knows of this transition experience of yours. Okay? And I feel like you've had to dissolve certain parts of yourself that maybe were very imbalanced and get in line with a greater truth. See a greater truth. Something that would align you more towards an authenticness and truthfulness of who you are, or bring you more happiness here. But there's a lot of unpredictability that comes with this, because this person feels like you are now sort of free of the chains that bind you. And you're kind of the master of your own ship here, leading your own way. And I don't know, like this person might have seen you as someone who was trying to see the best thing in other people, or the best in your situation for quite some time. And had to come to some sort of truth that might have been very painful. Yeah, and that we might have been sort of living a lie at some point, you know, or trying to see the best in a situation here, to the point of self-denial in some way, rather than having to deal with the reality of a situation, which would be painful to dissolve certain stabilities that we've built, or relationships that we've accumulated over time here. So this is what's coming through here, pile 3. I don't think any more is coming through, other than I really want to talk about the poet here. Like, I don't know if you write to this person, or sing to this person, or express yourself in a way here, but expressions coming through. And it doesn't have to be in form of communicating with words so much as expressing through something you do. You know, it's really felt by this person, however you express yourself. Like, they really can tap into a trueness of yourself, or feel your soul, feel the love. And maybe this is the way you've been able to express yourself, or that this person understands you on a deeper level here, through your work, through your creative thing. Like, their creativity is really coming through here. So you're into the arts, or into lyrical things, or expressing self through creative things. And they see you as an innovator here, you know, in that field, whatever you're creatively sort of doing as an outlet here. You know, it's very therapeutic and healing, they find, for you and for them, and maybe others around you as well. Also, what's coming through is maybe you're someone here who is a herbalist. Like, I don't know, you like teas, or maybe you like your certain herbs here, or a homeopathic way of being here. Like, there's something very natural coming through as well here. Let's take that as confirmation. Certain teas, or certain healing herbs. Gardening as well here is coming through. So yeah, this is what I see. I'm going to jump into the extended to see how this person feels about you. Okay, if you resonated with this, beautiful pile number 3. I hope this resonated for you. If you're drawn to another pile, you can certainly go check that out. And if you are going to join me in the extended, I will see you there. And if not, then I will see you at the next one. Okay, all the extended information will be available in the description box in the pinned comment. We'll pull some tarot and some charms and take a look at how this person is feeling about you. All right, I'll see you soon. Bye.